Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is the 28th of March 2023. It is also Tuesday. Again, very overcast day today. This video I wanted to talk about, you're seeing the rise of this again, which I think is interesting. I find it, I pay attention to stuff. I pay attention to cycles of stuff. And if you remember, just before we had the pandemic happen, what you were seeing around the world at that point in time, you were seeing a lot of protest. You were seeing a lot of people standing up and saying, you know what, I don't agree with my government. I don't think I want to go along with this anymore. And so you were seeing a lot of that happening. And, then all of a sudden we had this pandemic came along and everybody was locked down and unable to go out and protest and go out and do those different things. Now, I will be the first to say, I have said it many, many times, I don't like protesters. Not my thing. I'm not going to interject myself into a large crowd of people where I don't know what could or could not happen. That's just me personally, okay? Now, if I agree with them or disagree with them, it doesn't make a difference. We've actually seen the results of what happens with people when they get caught up in a moment. The crowd mentality happens, the mob mentality, if you will, and it doesn't usually end well. But these things do happen, and that's why I've told my daughter always, do not get involved in any kind of protest, because you do not want to get yourself jammed up in a situation where the next thing you're sitting in a jail cell, and that's just not a good situation. But anyway, going back to what has been going on, you look at a lot of times protests can bring change. You had right now in Israel. They were going to change the judicial system over there, and they were planning on doing that. Well, you had people out protesting hugely in that area right there, in Israel. And now, Netanyahu has decided that he's going to dial that back, and they're going to reevaluate that and kind of go and see what they're going to do about it. So, voices can be heard. Change can be heard. Right now, what is it over in France? They wanted to raise the retirement age so you could collect, your benefits from 62 to 64. Well, you've had quite the protest about that as well over there. And I don't know what exactly they're going to do with that situation yet. But people get to a breaking point. And what I think you are seeing around the world and everything like that, you are seeing people getting to a breaking point. People have had enough. They don't want to, I think the majority of people, and this is, maybe this is just me saying it because it's kind of like my mindset. I think the majority of people just want to be left alone. They want to live their lives. They don't want to be told what to do, how to do it, where to do it, when to do it, and be completely controlled by the governments that run their countries. And I think that's most people. Most people just want to live their lives in peace and and do what they got to do. And when you see a lot of the stuff that goes on, it's just like, hey, no, don't dig there. What are you doing? Stop with the digging. No, don't dig there. But you're seeing more and more of this going on, more protests happening. Like I said, I believe people have had enough. And I think you're going to continue to see an increase in these things happening. I think you're going to see more protests. So what would stop that? What would stop protest? Let's think about this, okay? What is going on right now that's being amped up? It's being amped up. It's talked about. This one's pushing that one. This one's pushing back. A world war would stop that, wouldn't it now? A world war would galvanize people for their country, it's us against them, they're bad and we're good, that type of situation. I think that you would definitely, a war would do that, right? Pick a side. Whose side are you on? And again, to me, that's lunacy. That's lunacy because nobody wins in a war. Innocent people are the ones that suffer the most in a war. You know, that's what I, you know, with everything that's going on and the things are amping up and the behavior of our governments, not trying to stabilize things, not trying to come together and talk. You got this one, you know, you have Russia saying what they're saying, China saying what they're saying. We're doing what we do, you know. We've always pushed our will around. That's what we've done. We've gotten away with it for a long time. You know, we've been the predominant superpower of the world for a long time here, and we're used to getting our own way. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on, folks, that the average citizen has no idea about, no clue about, you know, what we do as a country. And, you know, it amazes me. It really just amazes me. And I don't want to call it willful ignorance, but in a way it's willful ignorance. Well, if I don't know about it and I don't see it happening, then, you know, I can, you know, act like I didn't know and everything is fine. You know, it's insanity. It's insanity, a lot of the stuff that's going on now. You know, these shootings and stuff like that go on. And they're being, you know, obviously publicized for an agenda, you know, and they're trying to, and again, so what's the first thing? The first thing that happens after this latest incident that happens, what does Biden go on and do? He wants to ban something, right? I mean, it's just, it never stops. You want to give up your freedoms, folks? You know, I got a solution, honestly. Why don't we do better with our mental health system? Let's target these people that, you know, might have some mental health issues, that may have problems going on, that, you know, that may need help, and try to get them the help that they need, instead of, you know, coddling and holding their hands and telling them, oh, it's okay, you know, you're very, you know, it's fine that you think like this, or whatever they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I can't say what they're doing. But obviously, we have a major issue in this country that has been going on. And it is not a gun issue, folks, because there's a lot of people out there that have firearms, okay, that are not out there looking to shoot people. There's a lot of them out there. But when you put that tool in the hands of a crazy person or an unstable person or a mentally ill person, that's when there is a problem. So why is these situations not being addressed? And a lot of times you don't know until it's too late. And that's part of the problem as well. You just don't know. You know, the different ones that have done different things, you know, they had no criminal history. They passed background checks. They were able to get the tools that they wanted to get, and they planned and they did their manifestos. What is that crap? You think anybody gives a crap about somebody that all of a sudden decides that it's okay to go kill children? I have an issue with that. I do, for no reason whatsoever. I don't know. I just, like I said, it's we live in a very messed up world, you know, and I have a hard time seeing society ever truly coming together just because the division is pushed so hard. And that's sad. To me, that's sad. So, I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts on it. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear what you think. So, you know, that's just kind of where I'm at. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. So anyway, I would like to hear your feedback on this. I want to hear what you guys have to think. Do you think that they will push? Here's the question: do you think that they will push for war to maintain control over the populace? Because that's one way to do it. That is definitely one way to do it. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I just know that we cannot continue to do what we are doing. Something has to change. Something has to change. We need to come together as human beings, you know. And I think if we could ever do that, like I said, we're going to definitely be in better shape. So anyway, guys, remember, we are truly all in this together. We really, truly are one race called the human race. We really do need to come together. You know what? There's so much good that we could do. Instead of putting all this money into war and killing each other all the time, think about if we took that money and put it into making the world a better place for everyone. What a concept, right? Scary. Terrible to think that way. Also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really, really important to tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. You gotta. Life is so short, it's very precious. We don't know how long we have, so tell the people that you care about every day. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? Hang in there, folks. Do what you can. Take care of your business. Take care of your families. Prepare the best way that you can. All right? I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.